Live from Arkansas' streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 7 on THV 11 Plus.
Good Thursday morning, everybody. I hope you are packing the umbrella. I hope you're packing the rain boots. I hope you're packing your patience this morning, because it's going to take a while to get to work and school.
If you don't have to be anywhere, don't.
We got a mess. Look,
a lot of rain.
Look, watch out for the school buses, okay?
Yes.
Watch out for the kids at the bus stop.
Yep.
You were saying that.
Yeah.
We got to be patient this morning, because as beautiful as yesterday was, 180 today.
Yeah, but the good news is it's just going to be today, and then tomorrow and the rest of the weekend, the holiday weekend's looking much, much better. So
that's the payoff.
The good news, but we have to get through today, and today's going to test your patience multiple times today.
Right.
So,
I already saw all that red and yellow on your
Yeah,
traffic map. So I've seen a lot of red, a lot
It's
of
only
yellow.
7 a.m. too,
Right,
so
and
we're
of course,
moving into the
seeing the
worst.
yellow isn't so bad. That means people are driving slowly with all of this rain, which we need to do. Take your time, leave early this morning. If you haven't left yet, and you have to, if you usually leave somewhere, maybe around 7:10, go ahead and leave right now.
There you go.
Just get on the roadways, because there are a couple of spots that we need to talk about. Specifically the South Terminal interchange, where we're seeing a couple of accidents. This is an accident here. It is off to the right-hand lane, or the right-hand shoulder. It is blocking that at I-30 westbound around exit 139A. And we did have another accident that was there as well, but it looks like that has been cleared. But just getting a look, kind of an overview of what's happening. You can see some of the slowdowns like on 630, of course, slow at I-30 already. But yeah, it's just one of those mornings where you want to take your time. Getting a closer look here at how slowly it is going on I-430 southbound and northbound, and I-630 eastbound. Not too bad, just a little bit slower than usual because of all of the rain. This is where that accident was just a few minutes ago, but it is now clear, so that is good news. I-30 Roosevelt Road is what we're looking at, but we see that everyone has their headlights on. It's a little dark this morning and definitely wet, Tracy, so we've got a lot to consider when we get out on the roads this morning.
Oh, for sure. We do have a weather impact alert, and that is going to be for that very heavy rain. We're going to see multiple rounds of that today, as you can see by our hour-by-hour forecast. You might get into a little bit of a lull, but don't worry, you've got another round coming your way, especially here in central Arkansas. We're not going to see those temperatures rebound much today at all, and we're already seeing some flood alerts across the state. In central Arkansas, we have this flash flood warning here until 7:45 this morning. We're looking at this watch for the duration of the day into the evening, and starting to see another warning entering the state as well. But we are going to continue to see this rain just really pick up. It's very, very heavy. We've already gotten 1.5 to 2 inches in a few areas, even more so right there in northwest Arkansas. But I imagine we're going to see more of that as we're heading into the rest of the evening, and start to see those watches and warnings a little bit more as well, extended and maybe moved a little bit as well. But here's what we're looking at for central Arkansas. So remember, just take your time this morning. Remember the kiddos as they are trying to get to school as well. But we'll talk more about how this will impact the rest of your day and the weekend as well coming up.
Developing now, the first week at school turns tragic in Minneapolis, now the scene of a horrific shooting.
Police say a suspect opened fire during a mass filled with Catholic school students, killing 2 young children and injuring 14 others.
Authorities also report 3 adult worshipers, each in their 80s, were hurt. CBS News reporter Nidia Cavazos is in Minneapolis with more, including the search for answers.
Prayer services and a candlelight vigil in Minneapolis as the community comes together after unspeakable tragedy.
We are a city united in grief. Let us take the next step to be a city united in action.
Hours earlier, police say a suspect shot through the windows of an Annunciation Catholic church during a mass full of students from the church's school. 2 young children, just 8 and 10 years old, were killed.
This was a deliberate act of violence against innocent children.
5th grader Weston Halsney says he ran and hid under a pew after he heard the gunshots.
My friend Victor saved me though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit. I hope he's good in the hospital.
Parents were visibly shaken as they later reunited with their children. Police say the suspect, identified as 23-year-old Robin Westman, died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
We're also aware of a manifesto that the shooter had timed to be released on YouTube. That content has since been taken down with the assistance of the FBI, and it now remains under active review by our investigators.
Flags in Minnesota and at the White House were lowered to half-staff. The FBI says it's investigating the incident as an act of domestic terrorism and hate crime targeting Catholics. Nidia Cavazos, CBS News, Minneapolis.
Police say they have recovered additional firearms linked to the suspect after executing search warrants at the church and 3 other related locations.
And the Minneapolis Foundation is launching a fundraiser to support the victims and their families.
From the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville to Minneapolis, the events of this week have weighed heavily on students, faculty, and families. Local mental health officials say reactions like, "I don't want to go back to class," or "I won't walk across campus alone," are completely normal. Sage Small at the Guidance Center in Fort Smith emphasizes that the last thing you want to do is keep anxiety and fear bottled up. For parents, Small says it's simple but crucial. Talk with your kids and make sure they feel safe.
Talk to your administrators and your teachers. What are the policies and procedures in place? What are measures that you guys do in drills? How can I prepare my child at home? What are some things that I can talk about? Because even if it's not an active on-site shooting incident, we still experience stress from having to think about being prepared for those events.
She adds that the longer you delay discussing concerns, the worse anxiety can become. So don't be afraid to start the conversation.
Time now 7:07. Also developing, Pine Bluff police are asking for the public's help finding female suspects tied to a violent fight. Investigators say it broke out in the parking lot Sunday night of the New York Dance Studio and Lounge. Police are posting the latest updates online and confirm now 4 of the 6 women are located, 3 of them arrested. All face charges of 3rd-degree battery, with 2 also facing false imprisonment. Charges for the whole group are still pending. Benjamin Davis is a manager at the Lounge. He says there is no place for violence like this. And public information specialist John Worthen warns these fights carry serious consequences.
I don't know if I ever even dealt with a person that this was this angry, or I ever got this angry. This was unreal to see.
And they're certainly not okay. And to videotape an incident like this rather than calling the authorities and to just watch someone being assaulted is quite frankly sickening. And we won't condone that type of behavior in Pine Bluff.
The Lounge manager says from now on, no one will be allowed to hang out in the parking lot after hours.
A heads up this morning for Hot Springs Village. Officials say a harmful algae bloom has been detected in Lake DeSoto, one of the community's 2 main lakes. Now, these toxic blooms can cause severe health problems, including headaches, muscle spasms, breathing trouble, and stomach issues. Children, pets, and livestock are the most at risk, so pet owners are urged keep those animals out of the water and rinse them immediately if they make contact. The Arkansas Division of Environmental Quality is monitoring the situation closely and says the advisory will stay in place until the lake is cleared and safe again. The Arkansas Department of Health says 8 people across 5 counties have tested positive for West Nile virus and 1 person has died. According to Arkansas Advocate, Pulaski County reported the most cases with 4, while Mississippi, Faulkner, Dallas, and Craighead counties each confirmed 1. Most people don't show symptoms, but the virus can cause fever, headaches, and nausea, with most serious illness in people over 50 or those with weak immune systems. Health officials urge everyone to take precautions against mosquito bites.
You do still have a little time left to get financial help with summer power bills through the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP. The regular program ends tomorrow, August 29th, but crisis assistance will be available through September 30th. Applications are open across all 19 CADC counties. You can find details, including where to apply or check intake schedules, by visiting their website here on your screen. It is cadc.com/utility-assistance. And on the education front, the U.S. Department of Education says the new FAFSA form for the 26-27 academic year will be ready by October 1st. The Arkansas Advocate reports the updated application features a simpler process, including email invitations for parents or spouses instead of entering sensitive personal information. It will also use real-time processing for instant results. Officials say testing began earlier this month to fix any bugs before the nationwide rollout this fall. The countdown is on to high school football season in Arkansas, and THV 11 is kicking it off with a very special Hometown Friday.
We'll be live at Lake Hamilton High School ahead of a huge crosstown rivalry with Lakeside. We are previewing 11 weeks of the regular season with the games to watch each week. Don't miss our Hometown Friday kickoff special starting tomorrow morning at 6:30 right here on THV 11 and THV 11 Plus.
For now, though, let's turn back to Ashley King and a check of the traffic this morning.
Yeah, hopefully the weather's going to be a lot better tomorrow morning. Tracy's going to give us an idea on that. I just heard some thunder, so it is definitely coming down, and it's affecting our drive this morning during rush hour, your commute. It is 7:11 right now, and we've got an accident to talk about. Actually, this is up the road, I-40 westbound Pottsville. Pretty major accident that's happening there that we want to talk about. It looks like another accident just popped up, too. That's at the North Terminal interchange. But first, I just want to show you the slowdowns that are happening around Little Rock. You can see it is moving very slowly, but it should. I mean, we've got a lot of water on the road, so just take your time this morning. And if you're watching from home, leave a few minutes early so you can get to where you need to go on time this morning. Talking about that accident over around Pottsville on I-40, it is blocking several lanes of traffic, and we can actually see that right here. This is our live traffic cam. You can see there is a truck. It looks like it is off the side of the road. They're trying to remove that right now, and we have law enforcement on the scene. Again, that's I-40 westbound Pottsville. So Tracy, we'll keep an eye on what's going on with that, but here in the metro, just moving very slowly this morning.
Yeah, there's a lot of rain that's already come through this morning, and there's going to be several more rounds of heavier rain as well. And we do have a flash flood warning here in central Arkansas until 7:45. Again, keeping that in mind as you're heading out today. Make sure you're staying safe and going very slow because we are going to see this on our commute this morning around lunchtime, again all day long as you're heading home, and also as the kids are heading home from school. So again, make plans for that if you need to. We're going to time things out here a little bit. This is going to be this afternoon around 3:30. We're going to start to see some development in southwestern Arkansas, and some of this could be severe at times, just low level severe, but could have some windy conditions and also maybe some gusty winds. Here in central Arkansas, we could see those gusty winds as well, but this is right at the time the kids are getting out of school. Again, 3:30, 4 o'clock. It does shift to the south just a little bit, but things are looking much better as we're heading into Friday morning. Maybe a few lingering showers, but I think high school football is looking good and the weekend's looking even better. We'll talk more about that in my updated forecast in a few minutes.